Roach didn't back down.
At all. At all. And did you see the size difference in the ring? Obviously, Roach being, being the bigger man, but
Roach came up. Roach normally fights at 130. He came up to 135.
Hopefully, after I win, I can defend both. I want to unify, or, if we do a rematch, then we could do that.
Everybody's trying to protect that O. Ain't nobody want to take no chances. Because they feel now if I take a chance, I lose. Ocho, my career. Bro, stop it.
ESPN analysts criticized Gervonta "Tank" Davis for declining a rematch with Lamont Roach. Fans expected Davis to return to the ring to establish his worth, but now they worry whether he is dodging a legitimate fight. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp criticize him for not acting like a true champion, causing a stir in the boxing world and a desire for answers among fans. Davis is feeling the fire after avoiding a battle that may have defined his career.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
The bout between Davis and Roach was keenly anticipated by fans, who expected Davis to showcase. Despite his dominance, Roach outperformed Davis throughout the bout. In the 9th round, Davis unexpectedly took a knee, which he later attributed to hair grease impairing his vision. This claim sparked controversy and skepticism. The referee did not consider this a knockdown, which has been highly discussed. ESPN analysts criticized Davis's play and the circumstances surrounding the 9th round incident, questioning his explanation and raising questions about his preparedness and attention. Smith observed that interruptions in boxing can be detrimental. Champions must prepare both intellectually and physically. According to Max Kellerman, the event raises issues about Davis's training routine and attention to detail.
I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong.
Sports expert Stephen A. Smith voiced concern over Roach's size disadvantage against Davis. Smith commented that the Roach is too little, which is his issue. Boxing experts, including former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, believe that while Roach has impressive skills, he lacks the necessary firepower to defeat Tank.
Give you my picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach. Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up,
Lamont Roach Jr. has expressed a strong desire for a rematch with Gervonta "Tank" Davis after their controversial majority draw on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. The bout ended with one judge scoring at 1-1-5. 1-1-1-3 in favor of Davis, while the other 2 judges scored it even at 1-1-4. 1-1-1-4, a pivotal moment. In the 9th round, Davis took a knee due to eye irritation, but referee Steve Willis did not rule it a knockdown. Davis believes this incident influenced the final outcome and expressed disappointment, stating, "I thought I pulled it out and definitely thought I won, but we can run it back." Davis has expressed interest in a rematch before the end of May. Both fighters want to settle the score and end their animosity.
From a division lower, moves up and gives Tank Davis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss, being more active. Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. Not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch. I think we can all agree with that.
Davis has ruled out an immediate rematch with Lamont Roach Jr., despite frequent calls for one after their acrimonious draw on March 1st. The bout ended with one judge scoring Davis 115 to 113, while the other two judges scored it even at 114. 1-1-1-4. In the ninth round, Davis took a knee after a jab from Roach, leading to debates about whether it should have been ruled a knockdown. Referee Steve Willis did not count the decision, which has been widely discussed. Roach's team appealed the draw, seeking a review of the ninth round. The New York State Athletic Commission maintained the original verdict, noting that both fighters followed the referee's rulings during the match. Davis appreciated Roach's performance, but claimed that a rematch is not his immediate priority. He hinted at alternative plans for his next fight, stating that fans would find out who his next opponent would be in a minute. This has sparked speculation about potential opponents. There are matchups, but no official announcement has been made. Roach's disappointment with the commission's decision to uphold the draw has not deterred DT from pursuing a rematch. He believes there is unfinished business and advocates for another bout to settle the controversy. As both fighters chart their paths forward, the boxing community remains interested in whether a rematch will occur or if Davis will pursue other challenges in his career.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
The New York State Athletic Commission has begun a review of the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight due to technical difficulties outlined in the boxing kingdom. The delayed examination of a crucial incident in the ninth round, where Davis took a knee, has prompted some to suggest that it should have been deemed a knockdown in Roach's favor, potentially changing the outcome.
Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
The boxing community and fans reacted strongly to the bout's outcome, with many believing Roach deserved the victory and that the non-call of a knockdown in the ninth round influenced the final result. Social media platforms were buzzing with debates, with hashtags like #RoachRob trending. Prominent boxing figures also shared their thoughts. Floyd Mayweather stated, "Tank still has it, but that ninth round was a mess. Roach gave him a real fight. A rematch makes sense." Shakur Stevenson added, "Lamont clearly outworked Davis. The draw between Davis and Roach has sparked calls for a rematch, with Davis stating, 'I definitely thought I won this fight. I went toe-to-toe with one of the best, and I proved I belong at 135. They can boo all they want, but I'm not satisfied with a draw. I want that rematch." Davis expressed openness to a rematch, admitting the heated nature of the battle. He stated that while Lamont is a terrific fighter, he thought he had done enough and that the grease in his eye threw him off, but he would return stronger.
I mean, he didn't fall down on himself. The wind didn't push him and made him fall on his knees. I had to boom, hit him with that right hook, hit him with that left hook, and made him fall, hit him with that body shot, pow. I don't know, but that wasn't an official knockdown. Me, I feel like that should have been an official knockdown, but hey, I'm not a professional ref. I don't even know the rules for real. I just know, boom, don't hit nobody in the back of the head, don't hit nobody, to keep your hands up at all times, and no low blow shots. That's all I know. But y'all, if y'all going to anticipate, they need to have a rematch. Should they have a rematch, yes or no? Y'all let me know. Should they have a rematch, yes or no? Do y'all actually even want to see the rematch, yes or no? Because me, I want to see the rematch. I need to see a rematch because, bro, this was too good of a fight for it to be a draw. Like, they should have, that same night, all right, it's a draw. We going for 3 more rounds. 3 rounds, 1-minute rounds. Boom, we got to settle this. And whoever wins, that's win.
Davis is stepping away from boxing to focus on his mental health and personal development. The undefeated WBA lightweight champion admits that the sport has fostered in him an aggressive temperament, which he aims to temper for the sake of his 2 kids. Davis acknowledged that boxing has defined his personality, but it has also triggered emotions he no longer wishes to bear. In a forthright declaration, Davis stated, "I want to do therapy and get everything out of me. I'll never consider fighting again." In his words, he expresses a desire to transcend the warrior mindset that has defined his career and pursue something more than just titles. Davis aims to achieve inner peace through self-improvement and treatment. Davis, a 29-year-old boxer, has decided to step away from the sport to focus on personal growth and emotional well-being. He hopes to set an example for his children. Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr.'s majority draw has generated a lot of controversy, especially because of a crucial moment in the 9th round when Davis voluntarily took a knee, claiming that his eye was uncomfortable from hair grease, but referee Steve Willis did not count it as a knockdown. This decision has been much debated since a knockdown decision might have changed the outcome of the bout by giving Roach a 10-8 round. Technical difficulties during the game hindered a quick assessment, but the New York State Athletic Commission is still investigating the incident. This investigation contributes to the ongoing discussion about the WBA's involvement in the controversial outcome.
But I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that, or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
While acknowledging Davis's talent, Mike Tyson also stresses the significance of making wise decisions both inside and outside the ring. This mentorship-like advice highlights Tyson's awareness of Davis's potential and the obstacles that could prevent his ascent. Tyson has expressed admiration for Gervonta Davis's abilities, saying that Davis has the potential to become a legend with continued dedication and the right choices.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though I have the whole package.
George Cassis Jr. was unreserved in his criticism of Gervonta after Davis's contentious draw with Lamont. Roach Jr. Cambosos praised Roach's outstanding performance, highlighting his skill and tenacity in the ring. He was especially impressed by Roach's ability to challenge Davis, a feat that few have accomplished. When considering the bout, Cambosos doubt Davis's ability to compete against elite fighters. The fight itself was tainted by controversy, particularly in the 9th round when Davis took a knee without receiving credit for a knockdown. This incident sparked intense discussion, with many in the boxing community believing that Roach deserved to win.
What did you make of that fight on the weekend? What did you make of the controversy in that one?
Look, I had just finished my recovery session, so I was pretty docile and relaxed, and then the fight, especially at the start of it, wasn't too thrilling and too action-packed, so I was starting to doze off a little bit, but I woke up a little bit more when obviously Lamont started giving him some work, and he looked good, man. I got to give respect to Lamont Roach. He proved a lot of guys wrong. I think he shocked Tank a lot with what he was able to bring, and again, we saw the controversy with the knee. To me, that's a knockdown. You can't just take a knee and decide to, go to your corner and get your face wiped. So, if that's a 10-8 round, Lamont wins the fight. So it's unfortunate, but that's the fight game. Hopefully they'll do it again and he gets paid, what he's worth.
Have you ever seen anything like that in boxing before? A guy sort of just
We've
voluntarily
seen Floyd take a knee and be put on the count. We've seen Miguel Cotto, take a knee, obviously into his corner, be put on the count.
Davis seems more focused and determined than ever despite the controversy. According to reports, he has changed his mind about retiring and is now fully committed to getting a rematch with Roach. Many fans and analysts have noted a shift in Davis's demeanor as he seems more eager to return to the ring and prove himself. Tank's choice to proceed with a rematch marks a substantial change in his career goals and shows that he is prepared to quiet his skeptics and regain his supremacy.
Well, it looks like Tank was not playing about this rematch, man. He's looking to probably get back in the ring with Roach by the end of May. And as far as that retirement stuff, it looks like that's out the window as well.
Course of your plans for your future?
Yeah, it definitely changed my plans. It definitely changed my plans. I probably got like 4 more fights now, for sure.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. As much as, we hate the fact that he had a draw, I think this was the best thing for Tank. You could just kind of see, even in the press conferences and everything like that, he was kind of forcing himself to be interested. And I only know one person that can bring his interest back. Calvin is the key, man. Calvin has known Tank since he was a child. Nobody knows Tank more than Cal, man. He's the only person that I believe that can bring the best out of Tank. But what do y'all think, man? What do you think Tank needs to do differently in his next fight so he can get back to doing stuff like this, man, at the end of his fights? Comment down below.
Boxing analyst in show business, the adult has boldly predicted that in the upcoming rematch between Davis and Pooh Jr., Pooh will win by knockout. He bases this prediction on Pooh's outstanding performance in their first fight, where Pooh not only outlasted Davis, but also displayed tenacity and skill that few have managed against the undefeated champion in the first encounter, which ended in a contentious majority draw. A crucial moment occurred in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, citing irritation from hair grease getting in his eyes. Referee Steve Willis did not rule a knockdown, which sparked discussions within the boxing community. Adult dismisses Davis's previous explanation regarding the eye irritation, suggesting that such distractions will not influence the outcome in the rematch. He believes that Roach, having already demonstrated his capability to challenge Davis over the full duration of a fight, will enter the rematch with enhanced preparation and determination this time. Roach aims to eliminate any reliance on the judges' scorecards by pursuing doing a definitive knockout, thereby solidifying his status in the lightweight division.
You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? That is it. Lamont, please say that in the second fight. Any questions? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Hey, bruh, be on that. Because here's the thing. He never hurt Roach. Roach just waited. And Roach was squared up and turned sideways. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't think he had that. He was like, I'm like, oh my. And then he just sitting there like, you can't. I know what you're going to do because I've trained with you since we were kids. Tarver beat Roy, but he knew Roy since amateurs. Roy said he never liked fighting sparring partners because they know you so well. I should have listened to Roy.
In the 9th round, Davis took a knee following a jab from Roach. Referee Steve Willis did not declare this a knockdown, a move that has generated much discussion. The Athletic Commission of New York State in particular, the commission reported that a technical problem prevented them from receiving the replay video within the allotted time for review, forcing them to rely on the referee's in-ring decision. New York SK later acknowledged that technical difficulties prevented the use of instant replay to review this incident in real time. Despite the controversy, the New York SAC has upheld the original decision, stating that since the bout continued for more than 3 full rounds after the referee's no knockdown call, and because the boxers had to adjust to the referee's ruling, the call was not outcome determinative. This acknowledgement has heightened discussions about the fight's outcome because a knockdown ruling could have changed the final scorecards in favor of the opponent.
To override his decisions or knockdowns. Some skeptics have suggested that Willis's call benefited Davis unfairly, but we do not subscribe to that notion. In our long experience judging fights, we see no evidence of favoritism, only a referee prioritizing the physical safety of a fighter who appeared compromised by an eye injury. Which I actually get. I understood that statement because, hey, look, Steve Willis he didn't call it a knockdown.
You take a knee like that looks like a knockdown, all right?
So I think it's going to be very difficult for the New York State Athletic Commission to review this and then call it a knockdown.